I'm probably in the same boat that everyone in here is, which is I don't want to be in a relationship because it's just too much stress. But damn it, I miss being affectionate with a woman. I miss having a girl come over and I can build a relationship where I can lay my head on her legs. She could caress the backside of my head. I could feel the hairs in the back stand up. I could feel the peace in my heart and my soul and just feel like a little child again and just feel so calm and just feel so loved and just feel so complete. Or vice versa, I can go ahead and put my feet by her legs and she can go ahead and massage them. Oh my God, that feels so good. I got flat feet, let me tell you. And anybody who has flat feet and gets foot massages, you know what I'm talking about when somebody rubs your feet. It's like heaven, heaven. And man, yeah, the sex, yeah, it's great. I'm 38 years old. I got to be clear. The sex is bomb. You get in there, smack a booty, you go ahead, pull the hair, talk dirty, all that good stuff. I love it, love it, love it. But it don't match with what you get from being held by a woman, by being loved. And you know what I'm talking about, by being caressed, by being, you both are like in this cold weather that we have right now, both being underneath the blankets, spooning her, right? And then what that leads to after, right? But those moments there of just kissing each other, of just being able to connect with each other, of just being able to love each other, of just being able to grow with each other in that sense. I mean, like, I I remember like this was a while back. I was dating this girl, right? And we went to Newport Beach and we had a good time. She ended up getting a hotel there. We went to Julio's, I think, or Javier's in Newport, where Michael, where Kobe Bryant used to, it was his favorite restaurant, and we celebrated my birthday there. It was a nice surprise. We stayed by the hotel, and I remember telling this girl at the time was like, I really love cuddling with you. I really love the affection. I really love being able to spoon each other and being able to hold each other and being able to just really feel each other out. And then we're watching this hotel at the hotel because I had said this before. I was like, I wish there was a service where men can go to and they're just being caressed by a woman. They're just being cuddled by a woman. There's no sex involved. And as crazy as it sounds, there was a freaking show. There was like, we were watching an infomercial on it where this lady was charging men a certain type of service per hour just to cuddle with them, just to be able to hold them. And I think that's when I speak to most men about being single, I think that's what we most. I'm gonna speak for myself. I really miss that shit. I really miss being able to hold a woman and being able to smell her scent. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that fruity pebble shit, like that really like strawberry and all that. No, I'm talking about like her perfume scent, or and then her body scent, and just being able to taste her and being able to smell her and just being able to just fall in love, just fall in love with who she is for her being. She don't have to be naked. She don't have to be talking. She don't have to cook for you. She don't have to be anything. She could just be her. And you're just so in love with that. And during these times when it's cold, when you're lonely, when you're working hard and the inflation is high and everything is annoying and the prices is high, gas is high, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing by myself? I should be with a girl. I should be held by a girl. I should be feeling good. And I think these are the moments of weaknesses that I have. And don't get me wrong, like I have girls that I can call to. And up to this stage of my life, the consequences that I can get from doing so is having the risk of that girl falling in love with me or me falling in love with her. Because lo and behold, we're going to cuddle and then we're going to fuck. Like that's typically what happens, right? You cuddle up and you think, oh, we're only going to cuddle up. And that's not what I want. I don't want to be putting myself in situations where I'm going to mix up my body fluids and my emotions and my soul and my heart and all these factors just to end up broken, and or not broken, just broken hearted either way. And I don't want to do that to her, and I don't want to do that to myself. So the consequences of that, I'd rather just be by myself. But if I could just skip on ahead and feel that caress and not have to have sex and just feel the kisses and just feel the love and just feel the joy of the affection of a woman and just feel confident about myself. It's just, they just give you this sense of aura, a sense of love, a sense of pride, sense of, it's just beautiful to see when you build this relationship with your spouse, especially a woman, speaking from a man's side, where it's just, they're so beautiful. Like, they're so sexy. They're so fulfilled, you know? And I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling the loneliness. I'm feeling the loss of connection. But I also know that it's, I used to force feed this issue where I would run into any other relationship or fall in with another girl just to fill that void. Whereas now that I'm older, 38, and I have a kid, I don't think I don't take her into the consideration. I love my daughter so much, but I love myself more. I feel like I don't want to hurt people anymore, which I did before. I've hurt, if you guys see my previous videos, I've hurt people. I've hurt relationships before. I've hurt women before. And that is not in me anymore, to even put myself in danger or the other people. And when you have a clear sense of that, you're more at peace with being alone. But I fucking miss the smell. Like, sometimes I go to the gym, and not sometimes. I mean, I'm at the gym all the time. But sometimes there'll be a girl that whips through, and she just smells so good, man. And I know what you guys think. I know most guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't look like a crazy person, but if you're in a dry spell like I am, if you're not out there fucking around with these girls, right? Like, on purpose. Like, I could, trust me when I say this, I can pull game. And I've upset a lot of girls when I pulled out last minute. Like, where I'm like, nah, I don't want to hang out anymore. Because I feel like the spur of the moment where I want to hang out, but then I'm like, fuck, the consequences of that. It just outweighs the good. It outweighs what I'll be getting, which is probably sex and caress, like, and no connection. Like, cause I don't see these girls as potential girlfriends or wives. That's what I don't want to do. There you go. That's what it is. I don't want to fuck around with no just city hoe, or I don't want to fuck around with just any girl that just comes in my way, or a girl that wants to mess around. Like, that's not my forte right now, you know. And I've said this before. I'm gonna correct it right now on the screen. I don't mean to say hoe. I meant to say a girl that just wants to have sex for fun. All right. So I don't want to use that word on woman. I've said this before, and I want to correct myself because it's not right. I just don't want to. I don't want to. That's not my journey right now. That's another thing. It's like, I don't judge that type of girl. I don't judge any type of guy that wants to have fun the same way. I think we all have a journey to go to. And we can't be judging everybody's journey and saying, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing... That's their journey. Let them ride the wave. Let them go their path. They'll find themselves. They'll find an identity for themselves. We all do. It just takes a while for some. And it takes a while for people to figure out what they want. But anyways, I don't know. Maybe you guys can show the sympathy or share some stories about yourself. Maybe, am I crazy to think that the affection of a woman sometimes is much greater than the sex? I don't think so. I think having her presence there, even if she's just chilling, watching something on the couch, and they ask you, come here, can you watch a TV? Oh man, that's so sexy, you know? That's hot, you know? It's like, fuck, she wants me. What the fuck? Does she know the shit that goes on in this fucking brain? 99% of the shit is crazy shit in there. Does she know that sometimes when I have road rage, I want to kill this motherfucker? Like, literally get out of the car and grab a bat because he just fucking did some shit? Like, literally. Does she know that half the time I'm always worried about somebody breaking into the house and killing us? Like, does she know I'm always worried about bills? Like, do they not know how fucked up our brain is, and yet they still love us the way they do? Like, that's real talk. But anyways, hopefully this resonates with some of y'all. I just really, I guess, wanted to share my thoughts on just the affection of a woman, just being present there, just being loved by them, and not just for the sex. The sex is amazing, well, obviously, but fuck, I just miss a connection and love and caress and all that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe.